Hello guys, a very happy weekend to you. Welcome back to Don't Graphics Design. In this tutorial, I will show you how to design this awesome birthday flyer with the help of your Pixellab application. This tutorial is made in response to one of our viewers or one of our subscribers who asked us to do a birthday flyer for a guy. Okay, I guess maybe it's a lady who is wanting to understand how to design a birthday flyer for a guy, possibly for her boyfriend or her husband, I don't know. But in this tutorial I will show you how to design something like this for a use on your Pixellab application, just with your Android smartphone, right? It doesn't matter if you are designing it for your husband, for your boyfriend, because I'm very sure the person who asked for this tutorial is a lady. All right, so that's it. Let's get straight into the video and let's see how it unfolds. All right, so I'm going to delete everything, by the way, to start afresh. All right, so I would love to come here on my three dots, click on this three dots bar, go to image size, and you want to change the image size to 1044 by 1280. So we have something like this. Right now, once you have this, the first thing, like I always said, except you have eaten a lot of how do Nigerians call it, except you have eaten a lot of eba. I hope I got that correctly. So if you have not eaten a lot of eba or fufu or akpu, so if you are not eating a lot of that, you always remember that I always say you begin your design with the background. So right away we are going to go to background, and I have this colorful lens flare kind of a background. Would love to use it for the design, right? So let's crop it, right? Let's crop it by by 3:4. It's the aspect ratio, so you have something like this. Now once you have this, as you notice, the background has a lot of light down here, which I'm not comfortable with because our text is going to fall somewhere down here. So we're going to make an overlay. Simply go to your shape, select a simple shape, reduce its opacity, then you increase the stroke and increase the blur radius. Now you want to pinch this neatly, then you stretch this out completely, right? And cover the downer section of the design with this black shape. Okay, so once you have something like this, we're going to leave it like that. Lock it up on your toolbar, then you go bring in the images. So I have the images right here with me. I would love to begin with this guy. All right, so let's make use of this man. Please kindly subscribe to the channel if you are joining us for the first time. Very important. All right, so I have this. I'm going to place this here for now. Okay, then I go and bring in the second one. Notice how vibrant and detailed the images are. Is because I edited it with the help of my Snapseed and Picsart applications. Okay, so you can reduce this a bit, then you just try to fix it here. Then I'm going to bring in the last light, which is this guy. So I'm going to bring this one. I hope I've not imported the same images twice. Yeah, so it's good I haven't. So increase this one drastically so that it can come to focus. But look at what we're going to do. We're going to rotate it. We're going to give the focus of the image to this side. So we're going to rotate it to face the is it the right? Yeah, I think so. So just rotate it, go to 3D rotate and rotate it along the y-axis. Once you have achieved that, click on the subscribe button to understand the video. Drop your questions if you are not understanding. Then we are going to push this now to the back. All right, let's just push it to the back of the other images. Then after pushing it up to the back, we are going, if you don't understand how to push it to the back, simply go to the layer tool here and click on this long press on this 8 dots, push it down gradually. All right, so let's try to centralize all the images. Right, centralize your image, very important. Yeah, so I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, so the next thing we're going to do now is to go back to the layer panel, make a copy of this fading that we created, just bring it here. So we're going to fade up also this section, place it above the image. So once you place it above the image, we are going to reduce the opacity. Okay, reduce its opacity a bit, then go to layer and lock this up. Now we're going to centralize the images again. Let me enable the grid tool so it can help us. All right, good. So I think this is fine. Make sure everything is locked up. Now the next thing we're going to do is to go to our shape, select a simple square shape, and you know, try to create something like a rectangle here. Reduce its opacity completely, then give it a stroke width of 2, and the stroke color should be white. Now once you have this, you can go to your crop tool, not crop. Okay, so we're going to use, let's reduce this a bit, guys. So let's see, we can reduce this. Okay, so go back to shapes again, select a simple square shape, turn it into a tiny rectangle, change the color to color red, then go to your layer, select the two and mesh them up. If you don't know how to select, click here, you will understand. Okay, just click here, you will understand. On this pen icon, it will allow you to merge. So we're going to merge. Take note, pay attention to the tutorial, and go now to erase color. Sorry about that, guys. So on erase color, we are going to click on the color picker option, pick your color, pick the red color. Okay, so you see that it's only the original shape now that is remaining. So what are we going to do? We are going to reduce its size a bit and leave that like that. So once you have that, let's create other shapes down here. Now pay attention to what I'm doing here. The alignment, I'm taking very good note of the alignment, so you should do the same thing. All right, do the same thing. I don't want to hear stories. Do the same thing. Do the same thing. Okay, good. So we are going to give this shape a red color, then make a copy and bring it down here. Okay, so pay attention to this part, it's very important. We're going to play around with some complementary color scheme here. We're going to use yellow, then make a copy, and the last color we're going to use is called green, this bright green color. So one thing I want you to know and to understand is the spacing between the shape is very important. All the spacing should be at least almost the same, and they should fall on the same position on the margin. All right, like on the same position on the margin with this guy. So pay close attention to your alignment. If you are not understanding any part of this video, it means you have deliberately refused to subscribe to the channel. So what are you waiting for? Smash the subscribe button and, you know, be part of the community of online graphic designers using their smartphone. All right, drop a comment in the comment section to tell me if you have already subscribed, and tell me also where you are watching us from today. All right, that done, we are going to go back to text now and write the date, which is on the 1st. So 1st June 2025 for the birthday. Make everything in capital letters though, then bring it here. Now I'm going to go to one of my fonts. It's called Picsart bold. Alright, I want a very bold font here because the surface where I'm putting that text is bright, so that's the reason. We're going to reduce the size again to about 25. So place it neatly. Okay, now we want to reduce the line spacing between that text. I think the line spacing was too much, so we can reduce it to about -6. Then go to your position button, sorry, and make sure that it's aligned perfectly. Now once you've achieved this, let's copy this text and write happy birthday. So we have this. I am going to bring this right here. Then I would love to change the font to Picsart medium. Okay, then reduce it further in size. Go now to your spacing and space this out completely. After spacing it out, you can use relative position if you want, but let's go with the position bar. I think this text is too spaced out, so go back to spacing and try to step down the spacing to just about 80%. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Tell me where you're watching us from and drop a comment. Turn on notification for future updates when we put new and other amazing tutorials. Now I'm going to select these 3 shapes. Now who can tell me the purpose for these 3 shapes? All right, these 3 shapes, what principle in graphic designing are we trying to respect here? If you drop the answer in the comment section, I'll be grateful. But if you don't know, we are just trying to observe the principle of repetition here by repeating the same uniform or same pattern of shapes, which makes one of the principles of graphic design. Repetition breeds beauty into your design. That is why if you look at this portion of the design, it's quite colorful, and the way we have played with the color scheme there, it's quite attractive. All right, but that's for another day, when you must have eaten less of the Nigerian apple. Okay, so I want to go to new text now and write the name. So his name is Alex Chinedu. All right, I love using Nigerian names. I don't know why, but I just feel comfortable using most of Nigerian names in my designs. If you have a name you want me to use, please drop it in the comments. I will quickly do that. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use a particular kind of script font. Not kind of script, but it's a serif font though. It's called Adoha Regular. You can search for this font, even though it might be premium. So Adoha AXGVJ font. So that's the font. Increase this Alex a bit in size. Right, a bit in size. So we're going to reduce this birthday because we want to maintain something here, so leave it at 15. So happy birthday Alex, place it to be just to the middle of the name. So have happy birthday Alex. Let me see. So the next thing I'm going to do is to copy this text and write long life in capital letters. Bring it here, but I'm going to undo the spacing. Remember that text was on spacing, so so for this one we're going to leave the size at just okay, 15 is good. Then I'm going to make a copy of it again. Long life always goes with prosperity, so these are the birthday wishes. Long life, prosperity. But then since the shape is in yellow, I'm going to use black for that text so it can be visible. Okay, so just make sure that it's aligned perfectly. Now make a copy of this and write good health. So long life, prosperity in good health, to have good health. Now I'm going to change the color to white. Okay, to white. So I think we can reduce the spacing between these shapes. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, that spacing was too much. Then we also adjust the text so that they sit properly. Let's adjust the name. Also, it's too close to the shape, so yeah, so this is good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to write the birthday wish. So make a copy of this text and write here I have the birthday wish. Happy birthday, you legend. Here's to more laughs, crazy adventures, and memories that make us shake our heads later. Never change unless you are turning into a millionaire. Then please do. That's funny though, but it's nice for a birthday wish that we have for Alex. I'm going to bring that here. Then I go to fonts. I use a different font now. I'm going to use Roxford Sans, my favorite font. Undo the line spacing, remember, break it down, but then remember we're going to increase the wish, the size of the wish, the birthday wish, so that it can be visible enough. So we leave that like this. All right, good. Now so I'm going to select everything. All right, select everything. And use relative position to align it to the middle. Do you see that? Good. So we have this. I can still bring this upwards. Let's check that. Please kindly subscribe to the channel and make sure your notification is turned on. Thank you so much. So with this, we are done with the design on Pixellab. The next thing I'm going to do is to save this design. Then watch out for the next application, because we are going to use it to add some texture into the design. So save your design. Save your design. Then you go to an app called Picsart. So if you don't have Picsart, I will encourage you to download Picsart from your Play Store, and you have this. So once you're on Picsart, what you're going to do is to click on this plus button here. Sorry about that, guys. So click on this plus button and you will see your design. This is the design we are just from designing. So click on it, then go to art. Now we're going to play with this other texture. So I have this texture here. All right, I will share it with you, don't worry. Then you click on on art. So when you click on art, you will have this. So increase the texture to cover your entire design. Then go to blending mode and give it screen. Once you have this, go to opacity. Now I want to make this design to look like a Photoshop design. All right, I want to give the design some texture. The background was so soft or like so smooth, so I want to add some texture into it. I have this. Now what you're going to do is to come here and click on this button. It stands for your eraser. So just click on it. Then you increase the size of your eraser neatly and erase the portions that you don't want. So like the places that are on the face of the image, we don't want that. We don't want this. Okay, we don't want all of this. I can zoom in for you to see. So erase all the places that you don't want. Erase. So we have this. Then when you are done, you click on this button, the check mark, which is right here. So click on it. Then we have this one. You can reduce the opacity again to suit your taste. Alright, then you click on your check mark. So we're done with this one. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in this same background that we had. Right, this same background that we use in designing the flyer. I love this lens flare, the light flare that is here. I like it, so I'm going to use it. Go to blending mode and change this to screen. So once you change it into screen, you will have something like this. Come back to your opacity and step down the opacity also just a bit. All right, so bring this down, bring it down here like so. Then what we are going to do is go back to eraser also. As you can see, we have some edges here which I don't like. These edges, if you print this work, you will see, but sometimes when you don't print, just on your phone, you won't be able to see these edges that I'm talking about. All right, these edges here. So what are we going to do? We're going to erase it. So we're going to erase. So erase. You can see that it has disappeared. So erase it neatly so that it can blend with your design. Okay, once you have that, click on the check mark and reduce the opacity a bit again. You don't want it to be too visible. Then you have this, and now your design is ready. Click here to download your design, and boom, that is your design already achieved with the use of Pixellab and Picsart for Alex Chinedu. While wishing him long life, prosperity, and good health. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm hoping to see you in our next tutorial, but until then, stay blessed and keep subscribing to Don's Graphics. Drop your comments. I would love to read where you are watching us from today.